Hi, I'm Dr. Hill, and this video is on one of the most common questions that we get, and that is, how do I know if my back pain is serious or not? So that's a really great question, because if you have pain that is not going away, that could be a problem. Now, there's sometimes people are doing repetitive movements over and over and over that just keeps generating that pain. It may not be serious right away, but if it keeps happening, it may actually develop into a serious problem. But sometimes people also have a pain that's radiating. If you have a radiating pain, that could be an issue because it could be related to the nerves. And if you have an injury to the spine and actually affecting the disc can start to get injured, and then it can actually affect the nerves to actually start radiating to different parts of the body, whether it's down the arms, down the legs, or even around into the ribs or so forth. So we really want to make sure we're identifying where the root cause and what's actually causing that problem. And so some people, when they start having pain, they will find that if they stop doing it, a lot of times the pain will go away, the radiation will go away, or they'll take some ibuprofen or some different pain meds or ice or whatever. And that's great, but if you go to do those activities again and the pain comes back, then that's an issue. We need to really you need to make sure to find out why is the body not adapting well to that activity. And there could be a more serious issue that's going on. If it's not taken care of, it can actually develop into a more serious where it starts affecting the inside of the body. So what I mean by that is if you do have an injury to your back somewhere, whether it's upper or lower, and it actually starts to impact your digestive system. Some people, their bladder starts to not work as well, or their breathing is not as good or their cardiovascular system, they may have an arrhythmia or irregular heartbeat. That is definitely a more serious issue, because you can imagine if you have an issue to your spine and it starts to impact those nerves, it's also going to impact the internal part of the organs, the glands, and so forth. So we want to make sure that if that is going on, you really want to go to a specialist that looks at the spine and the nervous system to evaluate the health and get to that root cause for you. So, but unfortunately, the number one issue is people don't know that they have a problem. What I mean by that is most people base their health on how they feel, and how you feel is only about 10% of all the nerves in your body. You may see this chart over here. If you look at the whole nervous system, it's made up of 3 different parts of that nervous system. You have the motor nerves, which controls all the muscles in the body. And then you have the autonomic nerves, which controls all the organs and glands in the body. And then you have the sensory nerves. Okay, everybody's familiar with those because those are the ones that tell us how we feel, the pain, right? And nobody likes those, but those are vitally important because that's what's helping your body communicate that either something's wrong or something needs to change. But as you can see, that is only about 10% of all the nerves in your body. So a lot of people, they can have issues going on in their spine, their nervous system, or a more serious issue with their back and not even know that it's going on because it may not be causing any kind of pain yet, right? So an example of that would be like a cavity in our teeth. If we have a cavity and we may not be aware of it and it gets worse and worse, and that decay can actually get so bad that it starts to impact the nerves in our teeth and it can get infected and so forth. So of course, that's why we go to the dentist and get checked and brush our teeth and all the things. But that can also get so bad that it actually starts to impact and cause decay or issues with the other teeth as well. The same thing can happen with the spine. If you have a problem in your spine and you may not even feel it because it may not be impacting the sensory nerves, and it may be causing damage to the spine, it could be causing damage to our organs or our motor systems, how our body is actually functioning, the efficiency of it. And gradually over time, it can start causing arthritis or degeneration, or make it more susceptible to have a disc injury. So whether or not you have pain or not, it's vitally important to make sure you know how healthy your spine, your nervous system is. So if you don't know where that is at, we'd be glad to help and do a full evaluation to really understand, looking at your posture, whether it's we need to do digital x-rays, whether we need to do neurological scans to see how well those and those parts of the body are functioning, not just basing on how you feel. So if you hopefully this answers some questions for you. If you we would love to do what we can to help you, but just remember, you're stronger, healthier, and happier with Hill Family Chiropractic.